All right, I'm Chris Avena with American Outdoor News Podcast. I'm here with my favorite guest, Raymie Grimm from Safari Club International, and we got a lot to talk about today. Raymie, thank you so much for taking the time. I know this is a really hectic and busy time for you.
No, but it's perfect. I'm glad we're going to be able to share wisdom and information to make sure people know the comings and goings of convention to make it the best ever and make sure that they see all the things that we have in store for them.
Well, you're giving me too much credit. I don't know about the wisdom, but a lot of information.
I don't know. You've been making the circuit, so you have a lot of there, and I'm excited to see how we compare to other shows that you've been to in the convention season. So I'm excited.
Well, this is probably the most exciting time of year for me and everybody else in the industry because we get to go to all the shows. We get to see all the new gear and firearms and bows out on the market. But more importantly, there's shows like Safari Club International where it's really gives you unmatched access to the outdoor industry and the hunting opportunities and everything else that comes along with it to the general public. And I find that imperative to avid outdoorsmen.
Absolutely. I think we have over 900 exhibitors this year. So again, facing a sold out show floor. And really, as you mentioned, you do have to be a member of Safari Club to join, but it's $65 for 1 year. You come in, you explore the show floor, and you can literally have, I mean, it'll probably take you a few days to explore the show floor because once you get this outfitter or that furrier or this taxidermist, you really engage with them. And I know they love it when they're on the show floor to have that special moment with our members and to make sure that they are giving you their best customer service for any questions that we might have. So it's going to take a while to get around the show floor because it is mighty large. So
It
yeah,
is
that's
a
what we're
big
here to talk
show.
about and make sure people know where to go and who to see.
Now, I could be mistaken on this part, but when you buy a 3-4 day pass for the convention, does that include a 1 year membership?
It doesn't. There are some specials that are out there right now. I think there's a little bit off of the membership right now. I do know that some there's different brand ambassadors that we have that have a little bit of a discount for our 4-day pass, which is kind of 10% off. So, you know, look at your favorite SCI brand ambassador, Jim Shockey, Michelle Bachman, everybody kind of look, Chrissy Titus, look at their page. They probably have a 10% off coupon for the show, but you
Okay.
do have to be a member, a 1, a 3, or a life year member. If you do join as a life member, however, you get 2 free 4-day passes to come to the show if you haven't already used that. So that's kind of a little gift, but really being a member throughout the year pays for itself with that $65. And then you get to come in the gates and experience all the things that we have in store for you, like seminars, the show floor, and then evening events are additional on there. But you don't want to miss those evening events because they're darn near sold out. So I would say go
I'm
now.
looking forward to the evening events. Now,
Absolutely.
just the educational seminars and the experts that are sharing their knowledge of the outdoors and going on destination hunts and any number of topics, that makes it just worth it in itself because the knowledge base that you're going to gain at the convention, you can't pay for. You can't buy that anywhere.
Totally agree. And you get to actually interact with the outfitter that you wanted to. You've kind of been stalking their Facebook page or their Instagram account. You've looked at their website. Do I want to do, am I going to go here? Am I going to? When you have that moment on site with
Mhm.
them and you can talk to them, interact with them, and ask them all the questions that you might have about the hunt, whether it's a hunt that you've taken before, but you want to go to with a different outfitter or someplace far off that you've never even dreamed of, they're going to be able to walk you through what the expectation is, their lodging, all of those things. And I also think you can do uh, a lot of things that you may not think that you can through our day auction. Our day auction, let me tell you, people sleep on our day auction and they need to go. It's in the Davidson Ballroom. It's on level 2M of the Music City Center. And that day auction is jam packed with amazing opportunities, some that you can get on a steal, and there's free
Yep.
beer. There's free beer. That's the only place that
The
we're
free
serving free
beer
beer.
alone makes it worth going
I
in,
knew I
but
had you there, Chris. I knew I had you when I was going to say free beer, but we're really trying to make sure that people know our exhibitors are giving us their best and their brightest hunts, items, things like that. And this year, our exhibitors stepped up. So the items all elevated up, including the day auctions. We went through our day auction guide meticulously, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is on a day auction? Oh my gosh, this is a" it's
Yeah.
is quite the experience down there in the day auction. And then obviously our silent auction, which is in that main thoroughfare right before you get into the exhibit show floor. Stop, look at the firearms, look at all the packages that we have curated for you. I mean, there's some really, really cool things. Over 1,200 auction items on the auction block this year.
Wow. And, taking a step back, just the exhibitor outfitters that are there.
Absolutely.
They're there from all over the world. So if you're looking for a U.S. hunt, an elk hunt, brown bear hunt, just a whitetail hunt, you could find it there and get great show deals. If you
Absolutely.
want to go to Africa, you want to go to Spain, Maldives, Kyrgyzstan, there's outfitters from all over the world for every species. And it gives you the opportunity to interact directly with the outfitter. It gives you the opportunity to get a look at their lodging, what it's like to travel. If you've never traveled with a firearm, a bow, or transported your gear, they could help you with that every step of the way. And if you have questions, there's people to call at SCI that will walk you through it every step of the way.
That's right. Barbara Crown is our lady. She is the person who can walk you through all of those rules, regulations, down to, do I need some sort of immunization to go? What can I transport back? She is the ultimate resource in that. That's worth the $65 a year alone to be able to have somebody
Sure.
who can pick up the phone and go, I don't know where I'm going. I don't know how to get there. Help me. And she is that person. Well, I call her all the time just for a random question. So she is definitely worth it. I don't know of any other organization that has that type of hotline that's willing to do the research for you and go, hey, here it is on a platter. I think we've lost a little bit of that, right? That's what travel agents used to kind of do for everybody to put
Yeah.
their mind at ease. And then, the internet was invented and then you had to kind of do it all on your own. But sometimes when you get there and you don't know where to go or what to do, Barbara is the person that'll prepare you while you're there and then make sure that she gets you home safely too. So, and I was going to
Yeah.
say the best way for people to interact and to see all the things that they might is to honestly to download this app. So I'm going to show you on my screen here. You can look through your Google store or your Apple store. Just search SCI 2026 or Safari Club International, and it should pop up for you. I think we're also going to provide a graphic at the end of the podcast too, so people can kind of screenshot that and download the app. But literally in this app is everything that you might need to know about it. You can search exhibitors, you can put in their name, you can search by state, you can see the map of the show floor, and it'll drop you to where you need to go. It also
Mhm.
has the information that you might need for seminars. It has the entire seminar list. It has where everybody is and what you're doing, and we give you a free gift. If you download it and you go and show us at the convention, hey, I downloaded the app, we have a free gift for you when you go and take a look. And that's sponsored by Go Hunt, who's sponsoring the app this year. So it's really the tool. I use it. I keep all of them. If you downloaded it last year, you have to re-download it. It's new every year because of the show floor. But I keep them on to be like, were they on the show? Where were they last year? It's just a resource that I think is really going to be helpful for our members navigating the vastness of this show floor.
Well, you could also go to safariclub.org and you could download the app from there. But one thing we didn't discuss, if you can't go to the show,
Yeah.
it doesn't mean that you can't bid on these amazing hunts and products. You go to
Online hunting auction.
onlinehuntingauctions.com
Yep.
and you can bid on. I just got the email today. There's an amazing coastal brown bear hunt that you could bid on. There's a wolf hunt. Oh my God, it is phenomenal.
Everything that you could think of, we have on the auction block. It is, as I mentioned before, our exhibitors really elevated everything this year because they said we really want to step up for SCI. We want to make this the best convention yet. And I think we have nowhere to go but up from here. And I think people really embraced us and said, okay, we worked with them as well. Our amazing auction team kind of called and said, hey, can we add this? Or could we do, our members would really love this, or they're asking for that. In fact, this year, we're partnering with Cinehetica in March to do our Spain kind of co-branded convention. There is, for the first time since I've been with SCI, a VAT included hunt with Fernando Saez Hunting that is unheard of because usually VAT is kind of on top of everything. So because of our partnership, they said, no, we'll pay for that. We'll include that. We want people to come and embrace Spain and embrace, Europe as a whole. So
Yeah.
there's, like I said, there's just people who are willing to do that. Go peruse online hunting auction, see, all of the different things that we have there. And just, I like to do it just to see what else is out there. The art, the bronzes, the trips, even clothing packages, things like that that are on there that,
Yeah.
you never thought that we could curate for you. We did because we want our members to have an amazing time.
And there's pelts and furs and mounts and you name it. If it has anything to do with the outdoors, you will find it at this show. And I'm looking forward to being there. And the after hours events, oh my God, there's a party at Jelly Roll's place.
That's
There's
right. Jelly, call me. He hasn't called me. Bunny, hello. Like we're here for you.
Jelly. I got an open cover for you on American Outdoor News Magazine. So,
That's
stay
what
in
we're
touch there,
saying.
buddy.
We're going to open the show on Wednesdays. We begin, we have our Music City chapter event on Monday. We like to support our chapters. We have Tuesdays, our foundation night, Beretta. That's happening at the Omni. Wednesday, we open this show. Wednesday, 8:30, we're going to cut this ribbon, and the show floor is open from 9 to 5 every single day, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. But really, nighttime is where you're talking about. And that night is our Boots Beer Broadway event happening at Goodnight Nashville, which is Jelly Rolls Club. And I don't know. I'm really pushing to try and see if he can go and hang out with us just for a little bit and just kind of see the industry and the community that I know he wants to be a part of. Governor Billy embraced him. And actually, Wednesday morning, we're giving Governor Billy, a cool little award for assisting us with being in Tennessee and being in Nashville. And I know they had a moment in the pardon, and we really do want to embrace Jelly Roll and make sure that he becomes part of this community even more so than he already is and see how we can help him. That's what it'll all be about, right? What do you want to do? That's what I want people to walk into that room and go, what do I want to do? Well, how do I want to become part of this community and where do I want to go next?
Well, you're seeing more and more celebrity-based people coming to the convention. You never know who you're gonna bump into. It's such a welcoming community, and we love having them there. They're not the famous people that you see on the outside. They're just one of us.
You're 1,000% right. And you wouldn't believe the people that they've already hunted with that are on the show floor that they're going to visit their friends, right? They're going to
Yeah.
visit Canada North. They're going to visit, all of these different places that they have had an amazing experience with and they just want to come say hi or book their next trip. So you're right. It's a lot of country stars. It's a lot of movie stars that you wouldn't know. They have a baseball cap on. And I will say this about our membership base. There's a little moment of, did I just see who I think I just saw? Probably yes, but they're cool. Like SCM members are cool, right? So they're on the show
Yeah.
floor and they are just one of them. And I think that's what makes our convention so popular. They know that they can just be a part of the hunting, fishing, outdoors community and have a great time just like anybody else. So, uh,
And when you're talking hunting and outdoors, I've personally met and interviewed a lot of celebrity people, but when you're talking hunting, they're not Bo Jackson, they're not Stone Cold Steve Austin. They're the outdoorsmen that you and I are.
absolutely. And because they know that it's also still athletic. I did watch your interview with Bo. It's so interesting. These elite athletes, this is their respite. This is the thing that they'd want to do on their time off, which just like my husband wants to too. We want to make sure that they have an amazing experience. But I also think it's about connecting, right? It's connecting with the earth. It's connecting with God. It's connecting with all of those things in one place. There's no better
Mhm.
way to do it than through, this thing that we call, hunting and being in the outdoors. It's really a way to recenter. And I think people are finding that though we love this little thing, it's probably not the be all end all. It's a tool and we need to use it just like any other tool and sometimes put it down. So I think
Well,
this is a good way to do it.
well, it's an opportunity to network and have a bonding camaraderie experience with like-minded individuals who share the lifestyle that we love so much. And to share their experiences.
I totally agree with you. We actually have a piece that we started in 23 and we were calling it kind of the hot spot. And we had it in our foyer area and it was for, maybe autographs of people in our industry that you maybe wanted to say hi and check out. Well, it grew. Now it grew so much that we're calling it the main stage, MANE, because we like puns. And it's in the center of the show floor. And you'll meet people like Craig Kaufman, who's going to talk about his book, his new book. You're going to meet people like, Jim Shockey and Christy Titus, and they get to really connect with people who may not get a chance to ever meet them, but have a
Uh-huh.
moment where they can become part of that community, say hi, and maybe get a book signed. Maybe Michael Hunter, who does an amazing cooking, demonstration for us, and really see how you can take that, deer backstrap and make it something which I know you're going to want to see because I know you're a cook. So,
Oh, yeah.
um, so it's things like that that we want to make sure that this community and this show floor is vibrant. There's always something new. Never know till you go. That's why we
Yep.
kind of said that. It really is hitting home and making sure that people are doing that connectivity piece that we so longed for after 2020. We all kind of, I don't know that our community so much was nervous about it, but we're getting back to our sense of community, our sense of legacy, and making sure that we're looking people in the eye, shaking their hands, and really making sure that this industry that we have, this community that we have doesn't go anywhere. Because it's just it can be gone in an instant if we don't if we
Well, not to get political, but Ronald Reagan did say that our freedom is only a generation away. That applies to our outdoor lifestyle as well.
I couldn't agree with you more. First of all, favorite president, because I was born in '80, so we kind of have a tie there. Not to give away my age, everyone, but
I graduated high school in 80.
I really do feel like that. You are 1,000% correct. I have 2 little girls, and it is so important for me as a mom and as somebody in part of this community to make sure that they understand that conservation and advocacy has its place in our community and to really coach them up on
Uh,
what the truth is, because we're losing the truth. It can all be kind of shades of gray, and if I don't tell them what our truth is, starting with God on down, then they'll find it somewhere else. So we have to be bold and we have to say the next right thing when it comes to not only our community, but the lifestyle that we want to lead. And I just think that this is a place to connect with other like minded people.
Well, here's something else that's very important. This isn't just for experienced outdoorsmen. If you've never hunted or gone fishing or taken your kids into the outdoors, this is an opportunity to really be introduced on just a completely different level where you could meet people that are willing to take you out into the field or take you on a boat and take you fishing, or whether it's saying, hey, you know what? Come see us. We'll take you on a hike. We'll introduce you to the outdoors, tell you about different plants and how to survive and things of that nature. It's not just for the experienced outdoorsman.
I couldn't agree with you more. It's the intimidation factor is, I think, in everybody's head when they step on, to that show floor. But then you see the smile, then you see the interaction. And I really do think there's different ways to go. There's an organization that's part of our organization called Women Go Hunting. It was created to take that sting out of it, right? I don't know. I don't even know what caliber. Do I use a rifle? I don't know. But come into this room, have a moment with us, maybe have some champagne, and let's talk about it. Let's
Sure
meet
thing.
Christy Titus, who knows soup to nuts, everything. She's forgotten more about hunting, raising horses, and being a rough
Yeah.
rider than I ever could, but she's so humble and she takes the intimidation factor out of it. So you're right. Bring your kids. Kids are free. Kids are
Yeah.
free. Bring them. It's something that Bass Pro Shop feels really deeply about. So they sponsor that every year. Kids come on free and make sure that their experience with Safari Club International is one that they'll never forget. And I do think that once they, kind of traverse that show floor, get their bearings and go, okay, this is the spot for us. We've made a community for them.
Well, I want to take a giant step back to that champagne. Are we talking Cristal or Dom Perignon?
we're talking middle, maybe like a Vouv. I feel like a Vouv. We're a Vouv moment at that. Don't tell me about wine and champagne because that's my secret sauce there. No, it's such a great time. This Women Go Hunting event. It's free. You just have to pre-register for it. You have this moment with them. We also have Sable's brunch that you can go to be a part of that community. And I think there's no lack of alcohol. It's, kind of gets things going and really allows you to kind of open up. But these are the moments in these seminar rooms, in these classrooms that you can, even if you want to sit in the back and just kind of take it all in, the information
Mhm.
is there for you. There's just so much learning. I can't tell you enough. This app has all of those seminars, and that's one thing that's part of your ticket. When you buy that exhibit show floor pass, all of these seminars are free for you. You can go into any one of them. You can sit there and you can you can learn about the great African hunt that Boddington did. And
Yep.
go, oh, okay, maybe that is something that I want to do. These are here for your learning tools. Record book. What's record book? What's SEI record book? I don't know. Let me learn about it. Okay, that doesn't seem as daunting now. So that's the purpose of that. It's meant to take the sting out of it and meant to be such an informational moment for everybody in person.
And let's face it, we're going to be in Nashville. So even after hours, if you're not able to attend any of the events, it's the city of music, food, and booze.
It
So
absolutely is. You
there's
are right.
something for everybody.
There it is. We're right off of Broadway. It's a few steps away. We're right across from the Bridgestone Theater. We're in the Music City Center itself, which is in between the JW Marriott and Westin on the southwest corner, and then the Omni is on the northeast corner. Everything is around you. So if you're not able to go to Wednesday Boots Beer Broadway, if you're not able to go to the Ryman on Thursday, or join us in the Music City Center on Friday and on Saturday, you can still have a great time during the day and go on Broadway at night. There's high-end, classy restaurants like the 1230 Club steps away, or literally the hot dog cart is amazing too. There's nothing that this city can't do, and I'm excited for members to see how they roll out the red carpet for us. I really do think that us being in a town that's embracing Safari Club International makes all the difference in the world. I think people are going to walk into Jelly Rolls Club. They're going to walk into Morgan Wallen's club, and people are going to go, "Oh, you're
Kid
with that
rocks.
SCI group? That's cool." I just can't wait for them to experience that.
Well, not to mention the tremendous amount of revenue that Safari Club Convention brings to Nashville.
Yeah, we do bring the Cristal people, let me tell you. So it's not me, but they're there. So, it's amazing. Even when we were staying at the Omni during a site visit, even the bartenders, I think I have my name tag on it, says Safari Club. You're with the hunting group? Man, they're the best people. And I was like, man, I'm proud of our members. I'm proud of our community because for an unsolicited bartender compliment, I've been in the F&B industry a long time. For an unsolicited bartender compliment, I'm like, no, that was real. That was a real moment that they had with one of our members that made a lasting impression, and I couldn't be prouder of our members. So we want to continue
Uh-huh.
that, through 2033. So we're excited.
Well, the outdoor group is your neighbor. It's your somebody you went to high school with. They're just normal, down to earth people. It doesn't matter what they make or where they live. They're just you and me hanging out with a common goal and a common interest. So if you want to be around like-minded individuals for a week, go to Nashville, go to safariclub.org. You can buy your tickets, bring your friends, bring your family, bring your kids. This is an experience of a lifetime. It's not attending a convention. It's you're creating memories.
Agree with you. 1,000% agree with you. And if you've already purchased tickets, you'll get a reminder in your email and you'll have a little barcode. You can print those out. There's still tickets available to meet and talk to Steve Ranella. He's coming for the first time ever. He's talking about his first safari. He has some signed books for you if you want to take part in that. I think that if you try it once, you're going to get hooked. So, we want to build that community for everybody, and I just want to make sure that people are having a great time, even in onto Sunday with GSCO. So we hope that everybody experiences not only Nashville, but Safari Club International and all they have to offer for our members.
Well, I want to thank you again for your time. I will see you in a few days. And if you have not become a member, go to safariclub.org. If you have not subscribe to the American Outdoor News podcast. Hit that subscribe button now. I want to thank Safari Club International for all of their support. I want to thank Underwood Ammo for all of their support. And of course, an amazing organization of a lifetime. Check them out as well. We'll see you again next week.
We love our children. We protect them. We guide them. We prepare them for life in the world. With all that we do, from deep in our hearts, we cannot control all things. Life-threatening illnesses and disabilities affect far too many of our children each year. While we cannot change the circumstance, we can make dreams come true. Dreams to provide hope, to provide spiritual healing and strength, to provide moments of happiness and relief in the hardest of times. We can give a glimmer of light and hope in a time of darkness and despair. Join huntofalifetime.org to help make dreams come true, to provide hope for children with life-threatening illnesses and disabilities. Hunt of a Lifetime is a non-profit organization fulfilling dreams for hunting and fishing trips to youth 21 and under with life-threatening illnesses and disabilities. Visit huntofalifetime.org to learn how you can make a difference.